Hey everybody, Board Bob here. As you can see, I'm starting off in the main menu, and the reason I'm doing that is I've added another mod, and the mod I've added is recycling machines. So one of the things with this mod that it allows you to do is that you can set the percentage of original ingredients recovered by recycling. So this mod basically allows you to recycle items that you can build in the assemblers. You can then put them into the assemblers and recycle them. So it allows you up to default is 100%. So what you put into it, you get back out of it. I'm going to crank this way down. I don't think that's fair. I mean, I don't want to take advantage of the system, but I do like the idea of recycling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to 20%. I don't think, it allows us to get rid of things and not clog up our inventory, and it also gives us something back for them. So I think 20% is fairly fair. You know, you know what? I was thinking maybe 25 because then we can kind of see. Nah, we'll leave it at 20. We're going to do 20%. I was thinking 25%. Then we could kind of judge whether it's working out accurately or not. But I'm sure it probably is. So we're gonna go ahead and restart Factorio here. Now that we've changed up the percentage on that, and we'll go check her out. I figure since I took up a bunch of yellow belts recently, I've got a bunch of them. They won't all fit in the chest to put them back in the system. I'm pretty sure I have a few in hand. So I figured while I was at it, what the heck, right? We'd go ahead and use them. So here we go. So let's see. So let's check it out. So now what this does is it gives you some additional tabs up here in your crafting menu, and these tabs basically are a mirror image of the other tabs, with the exception that these represent what you can recycle. So it will tell you, if you look here at the bottom, you'll see there's an assembler at the bottom with a little recycling symbol on it. It tells you basically what assembler you can assemble, you can recycle these in. Now, of course, most things are going to be, blue recycler, but there are a few things when you get later on in the game that require the level 3 assembler. So yeah. So anyway, let's go check this out. So let's run up here. And let's grab an assembler out of our inventory, if we've got any. I think we may have used them all up. Did we use them all? Ah, no, there we go. So let's check this out and see if this is how we go about doing this. Logistics, recycling, blah blah blah. So does it give us a different? I'm wondering if it gives us a different. Yep, it does. Okay, my bad. So you have to make a recycling machine. So let's see. So we're gonna need what? We're gonna need green circuits, and yeah. Just looks like basically green circuits and then plates and what have you. So let's just grab the green circuits since they're already made. No sense in not. And then we need some iron gears and some iron plates. Just grab some iron plates, and we'll go down here and we'll grab some iron gears. Alright, so now we can make 4 of them. Well, I only want 1. So yeah. So there we go. Alright, so now we've got a recycler, and it basically just looks the same as the assemblers, only it's got the recycling symbol on the side. So then we go into it, and it looks like basically we're doing the same thing as you know, with a regular assembler. We tell it what we want to put together, and it does it. So what do we got that we can test for recycling, just for giggles? You know what? Let's do a belt, just for sake of shits and giggles. So a red belt, since we got them on hand, should give us 5 iron gears and 1 transport belt to create, or 11.5 in plate. So I'm thinking it breaks it down to the level by level. So 5 iron gears and 1 transport belt. So let's check that out. We're going to put 1 in and see what we get back out of it. Alright, so we got 1 and 1. So it looks like on the belts it rounds up, which kind of makes sense. But there we go, that works out. So now let's try doing a gear. Let's see what we get out of doing a gear at 20%. All right, so we're getting, you know, so it's rounding up, it looks like, which is fine by me. But yeah, I think it'll be a handy little gadget. I think it's interesting that you have to go back and set the why is it not, does it need more than one I guess to maybe excuse me, maybe it needs more than one, because requires 2 transport belts. Okay, yep, so there we go. Alright, well, you know, it's going to be something that's going to come in handy, I think. We're going to put it in the chest for now, but I think that will kind of come in handy for us. I think it's going to be an interesting little mod to include in this, because I know when we go around to the ruins, periodically we're picking things up that you know, we don't necessarily have a use for anymore. Excuse me. So we're gonna throw her in the chest and call it good. All right. So as you can see, I spent a little time off camera going through and replacing all the belts and replacing all the splitters and all the undergrounds. I may have missed one here and there. If I did, we'll spot it as time goes on. But I think I've got it all replaced. So, you know, needless to say, I think you know, it's pretty obvious that yes, I am now making red belts and splitters and underground. So we're good to go there. Where we're not necessarily good to go is on our resources because of that. Now copper, we are doing beautiful on copper. We got this one, and we got the remnants of this one up here. And this one we're looking at, you know, almost a million copper. Down here we're looking at 2.5, almost 2.5 million. But our iron, we're getting low on iron. Yeah, 279 and 711. So, you know, we're looking at right at about 1 million. Now we still got a little bit left in this patch here, but not much at all. So we're getting close to the time where we're going to have to go out and start looking for resources. Now there is a good size iron patch here, 10 million. That's nothing to, certainly nothing to sneeze at. We got another 2 million up here. This puppy here is another 10 million. So we've definitely got them. But we're getting to the stage now where we're going to need railroads, because we are not going to expand this base like I had said before. We're going to stay within the confines here, and we will start going out to these other places. Looks like there's something there. I don't see any. Well, there's coal here. I was just thinking whether we're going to end up having to ship raw raw ore back, or whether we're going to have to ship, whether we can ship plates. And it looks like in both these instances, Well, no, what am I saying? We've got electric furnaces now. We could probably ship plates back. We'll see. We'll give it some thought, and we'll think about what we want to start shipping. What are you up to? Here we go. What's huh? So we got our big biter coming in. Oh, they're yeah, okay. They're coming down there. Um, as you can see, our biter revolution, we're up to 82.3%. So they are getting bigger. All right. So what I want to do for this time around is we got our belts going, we got our splitters going, and we got our underground going. So now the other thing we need to really kind of have our we got any lights? No, they're down in the thing. All right. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to now work on inserters. And again, we've already got a blueprint set up for inserters. Not that one. That one right there. That's our blueprint for our inserter setup. So we need to find a place where we can fit this puppy in. It won't fit there and it'll get in the way. I'm thinking we're going to probably put it right down here in this area. What I do think we're going to do is these belts on the lower left, we are probably going to reroute them to some extent to fit this thing in a little better. But I think we're going to probably plop it somewhere in this area. It'd be nice to kind of keep it near the belts, since they kind of go hand in hand anyway. So I think we're going to plop it somewhere in this area, and go from there with it. So let's see, maybe we'll go up one, give ourselves a little bit of room if we need to, and go over one for the same reason. Alright, I think we're going to plop her down right there, and then we'll go get the materials and get her all hooked up, and get her running. Now the one thing we don't have yet, that we do need for a couple of the inserters, is red circuits. We're not making red circuits yet. That's okay. We can get this set up, and then when we get red circuits going, we can bring those two inputs in. In the meantime, we have our other inserters that we can start working on and start having on hand. So let's throw this down, and then let's throw down the items that we do have in hand that we can go ahead and start plopping down. There's a few things we're going to have to go get, but this will get us started here for now. So there's that, and boom, 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 splitters. Splitter there, splitter there. Is that all the splitters I used? Wow, I'm impressed. So there's that. There's that one. There's that one. That one. Let's see. These three right here we're going to wait on because they are actually just inputs. So we're gonna get rid of them for now. Bum 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 bum. Now we just need belts. And I'm going to put down the belts where I had the inputs going in, simply so that we have them in place. We can move them with relatively no harm, no issues. So oops, sugar. right? Let's look at this. So we got that coming off of there to that side. That coming off of there to that side. Yep, okay. So looks like everything is set up. Do we have any chests on us? We do not. Alright, well, not a problem. Let's just build a few. We'll go down here and grab some more. Maybe at some point we'll put in an assembler just to have chests being made, so that we have them readily made. We don't have to wait on them. Not that it takes us that long to make them. So probably won't. I think we're just gonna continue to craft them by hand. There's no sense not. All right. So is that's his output. That's output. All right. So I'm gonna put one down at each of these inputs, just so I know what it is that this puppy is expecting. I think that's all of them. Looks like that's all my inputs. Yes. Okay. So let's see. Let's take a look at the schematic and see how we had this set up. So we had looks like purple, blue, green, white. Is that what that looks like? Purple, blue, green, white, and then red down at the bottom. Alright, so purple, blue, green, white. Is that what I said? Green, white. Now let's make sure. Yep. Purple, blue, green, white. Alright. There we go. So now let's see. We need yeah, we don't have too many. We'll just use what we got on hand. We're going to swap them all out to fast inserters as soon as we have the opportunity anyway. You know what? Let's take this one off of here. Let's not waste them on chests just yet. Let's go ahead and get what we... Alright, are we completely out? We're completely out of... Yeah, we're completely out of inserters. Alright, it's fine. We'll go down here and grab a few. Oops. There we go. That should be more than enough. And I know it's a mixed bag. It was what I had on hand. As soon as we start making these suckers, we can go back and get them all replaced as well. So we'll go ahead and feed the chests now because we can. Looks like that's everything for that. Now we just need poles, right? Pole, and pole should cover everything that's... You know what? I think this pole is just here. Is it? Yeah, that's just there to be there because it was connecting in the system, in the old system. So we can throw this down here and take a look. See, is everything got power? Everything has power. All right, so now let's see what we need for this. So we're going to need gears and plates, and hold on. Oh, sugar. Excuse me. All right, that came out of nowhere. So we're going to need gears, plates, and inserters. So odds are, oh, somehow we turned that. So odds are this was gears and plates, this was inserters. So let's put an inserter in the chest so we know what's going there. All right, there's that. Do we have any gears on us? No, we have plates though. All right, so let's grab a couple of gears and a couple of greens. There we go. So we know this is gears and plates. What else do we have that's getting? Alright, so that's getting. So this needs greens, plates, and inserters. So where would the inserters be coming from? Wait a minute. Is this inserters here? Then why is it not going up here? Alright, let's check something here. This needs green circuits and stack inserters. So we know that's green circuits. Right? Alright. This needs green circuits, gears, red circuits, and blues. So blues are coming in here, greens are coming in here. Oh man, goodness gracious, I'm sorry. I don't know what I got going on right now. So I need reds and gears coming into that. Well, did I mess something up with the schematic? Is there something that's missing that I didn't put down? That goes under there. Right, that goes under there. That's going there. Alright, let's looky-loo. Alright, so this needs plates, gears, and inserters. So I'm assuming that's plates, gears, inserters. Except that doesn't need inserters. See, that's what doesn't make sense to me as to why alright, so that's definitely not inserters there. Right? Okay, so maybe one of these is plates and one of these is inserters. Let's see what this needs. Inserters, plates, and green circuits. What else needs? So that needs inserters, yellow inserters, yellow inserters. Alright, so only these two need the yellow inserters, right? So what is common to them? Looks like that's coming down there, that's going there. Alright, so that right there is my yellow inserters. And then this will come up, split on that side, that'll split on that side. So that's yellow inserters, gears, and plates. So that comes up there and splits over there. This comes up here and goes in here. So it's plates, greens. Okay, so this must be plates. Alright, so that gives me plates, that gives me that. Both of those come down there and feed that. That comes up there and feeds that. That comes up there and feeds that. This needs green. So that's right, that's the green. So then what are these two inputs? Because we've got green coming in there. We've got, so this has to be the red and the gears. Yeah, that's going to be, so that's got to be gears because the long-handed inserters need the gears. That's got to be red circuits. Alright, so that's got to be the red circuits coming in here, because then red circuits would feed here, and I think that's the only thing that needs the red circuits. Yep, All right, so we got her figured out. So this is our inputs. This is what we need to pick off. You know what? God, I wonder if I was... No. I'm wondering if I was betarded and if I should have flipped this. But I guess it really doesn't matter. Because the plates can come up here anyway. The inserters we can just thread up through here. I don't really think we're going to need them for much of anything else. So if we just thread it up through here and bring it over, I think we're okay, because I don't think we're going to need it for anything else anyway. So let's... yeah. So let's bring these up. Can we? Yeah, we can't bring them that far. Man, it would be nice if we could, though, huh? Eh, doesn't really matter, I guess. All right, so bring them up to there. All right, we're not going to hook that up yet. Get off the belts. Right? Right. And then we need... Oh, yeah. Okay. And we can do that. Well, maybe. Sure we can. Why not? Here's what we're going to do. This needs gears. This needs green circuits. Now the thing with it is, once we get our initial outlay of inserters, we're not going to be stressing this system all that much, I don't think. If we rob off of this line, that's just feeding the belts. If we use it to feed the inserters as well, we can just put a filter inserter here and a filter inserter here, and that'll give us both of those. That'll come across and go up there. Then we just need plates. Then that's all we need to bring up here is plates. And that's a simple matter of just doing this right here. Well, I guess we could tap it right off, right at the output of that. Sure, why not? There's our bus. Underground. There we go. No fuss, no muss. Now we just need a couple of filter inserters. We can make one. What do we need? We need copper. Gee, if we only had copper. Right. So now we can take these filter inserters, plop one down there, plop one down there, tell this one to do green circuits, tell this one to do gears, get rid of that chest, get rid of that chest, get rid of that chest and that chest. And then the only thing we have left that we need at that point is just red circuits, right? Yeah. All right. So, boom, oops, boom, boom. Oh, that would help to hook this up, I guess. There we go. Gotta be real careful when you're on this stuff that you don't hit the wrong button. I don't know if you saw how I twisted um, the belt there. Ooh, what? How did you get in there? Oh, I know how. What? Wait a minute. How did you get in there? Was it a weird quirk? I hope. Man, that was a weird quirk. Wonder how you got in there. How'd you manage to get in the mix? We'll have to keep an eye on that because we don't want that happening again. Nothing that I can see there that would do it. Maybe it was when I was farting around with this stuff. Who knows? Anyway, so there we go. So now we got we're making our inserters, and like I say, the only thing we need is we need a red for this, and then that'll pass that on to that, and there we go. But for right now, I mean, I don't know that we need stack inserters and stack filter inserters. I think we're okay for right now. The main things we needed filter inserters, we needed long-handed inserters, we needed fast inserters, and we needed, well, we sort of needed regular inserters. We needed them to be able to make science. Oh, speaking of science, can we? No, because we don't have military set up yet, and we don't have blue science set up yet. So we do need to get to making them at some point. Drills, engines, and red circuits. So I think our next project is going to be red circuits because a number of things rely on them. Yeah. So red circuits is going to be our next focus here. But I think we got everything we need going now for our you know what, let's open this up, get rid of those. We don't need them anymore. Not really. I mean, we're going to be using fast inserters from now on, as much as we can. Now for these other ones, let's do this so that we don't overtax the system too hugely. Let's just go to a single row of those for now. Later on, when we have red and green wires, we can set these up for exact numbers, what have you. For right now, that's close enough. I could even go down further, but I'm, you know, while we have the materials, let's go ahead and bang enough of them out that we won't need them for a while. So that's that. Let's grab up these fast inserters because now we're going to need them. We'll grab all of them, and we'll go down here to the long-handed inserters. Wow, they're really popping out quick. And let's grab one set, and then how many we got? We got 29. We probably have enough to do what we need to do at this point. There we go. Yep, we got splitters, we got that, okay. So, let's go down here and let's look at red circuits. Red circuits need plastic, they need copper cable, and they need electronic circuits. Well, the only thing we don't have right now is plastic. We were making it, and we kind of shut down the move. So right now we're not making it. I guess if we're going to need copper wire, we probably ought to think about running a copper wire line up here somewhere. Maybe we'll just make it on site. Although kind of hesitant to do that. Well, we're going to need another one anyway, because I don't know if you guys remember way back, I figured it out. The ratio basically is 3 to 2 for these. In order to completely meet supply on these under load, I would need 3 of these supplying these. So I think we're going to end up having to make more copper wire anyway. So let's do this. Let's go up here and let's make another copper wire factory up here that we can then use to supply our red circuits, and we can go ahead and tap off of that at some point if we need to. So copper wire is just a single input of copper. So we get a real simple, when we find it, there it is. We just need a real simple plant, and we can pretty much give ourselves a little bit of room on there, give ourselves a little room on there. Let's see, yeah, and yeah, that looks about right to me. Sure, that works. All right, so let's set up another copper cable plant, and then right below this we can set up for red circuits. No. I'm gonna swap this. And the reason I'm going to do that is because once we're making red circuits, we want to be able to throw them on the bus. And if I do this and I put the copper after the red circuits, then I've got to reroute a bunch of stuff. It just doesn't make sense. You know what? I don't want that, because I didn't want another one in my hand, but the other one's all the way down in the chest, and I'm not going to go get it. All right. So what we need in actuality is we need to have this up here for our red circuits, and then we need our copper production below it. Now here's the question: do we want to flip this like this, or do we want to flip it completely over it so that it still, generally speaking, lines up with, actually it's taller though, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm just thinking which way I want to align this, whether I want to do it this way, which means it's going to be wider, or whether I want to do it so that it's going to be just a little bit longer. But well, you know what, let's see where we're at. Okay, yeah, we're gonna put it up and down. It's going to be a little longer than our original, but it's also going to be narrow, the same width. Now I'm going to take that out of there because I'm going to do something. We're going to flip it. We are going to flip the blueprint. So that's that way. So we want that flip, right? Yeah, we want that flip. All right. So now, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the output towards the top. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll give it one more for space. We'll bring it over by 1. We'll bring it over another one. All right, we're going to set that sucker right there. Uh-oh, what are we getting damage on? Oh, big deal. 2 of them. So it got, probably a spitter. All right. So there we go. So this is going to give us our red circuits. So let's go ahead and set this down. And then below this, we'll set up another copper wire manufacturing spot, and we will feed the copper wire into this, and we will also start a new row of 4, and we will have that one run copper cable and run red circuits, one of each for that. Right now, and now that we've got our fast inserters going off camera, to save you guys a nightmare of having to watch me put in one after the other of these things. I will replace all of the ones in all the other systems off camera. Right. We're out of wood. Alright. Well, you know what? Let's get the rest of this set up. And then we'll run down and get some more poles. Right. Underground. Right there. Huh? What is... We got something weird going on here. When it flipped it, did it... Oh, wait. Grab this. Alright. Oh, alright, that's why. So the underground... Oh, I see what it did. So when it flipped it, it messed it up a little bit. Alright. So this goes into the underground and goes there. Right? And then meanwhile, that is taking that and splitting it up, I think. Is that what that's doing? Alright, let's look at this again. So, we got that coming up, and it goes over there. Ah! Alright, so we got one of them splits here. Alright, so apparently there are a few flaky issues with it flipping things. Apparently it can mess a few things up from the looks of it. Alright, so that goes up there, that splits and goes there. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so that's splitting there, and this is coming up here and going over there, and also going up there, right? So that's feeding that, that's feeding that, and then those are continuing up here. Alright, there we go. Now we got her straightened out. Alright, so one thing to watch out for, I guess, when flipping complex blueprints is that some of this stuff can misalign, apparently, and cause you no amount of headache. That would explain why there was not a thing there. Alright. Now we got her. Now we're making sense. Yeah, you guys are getting mean. We'll have to get out and quell the natives, I think. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yep. I think we're in business now. Right? Yeah, I think we're in business now. So there it is in the way it should be set up. It's missing poles. We'll address the pole issue in a minute. So let's bring our output the other direction now. Now that we know what we got. That's convoluted way of doing this, I guess, because, you know, I build it and then I take it apart. But just to keep my mind straight is the only reason I really kind of want to do this way. Otherwise, I end up having massive brain fartage. You know, that just bugs me. I don't want to do it there. I want to do it here. And the reason I want to do it there is because I want to do this. I just don't want to leave one trapped. And I think I may have screwed myself. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, actually I did. Okay, I'm okay. Because then this is going to go that way. And that's going to go that way. Right? Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe we'll just do the 1. Alright. There we go. I suppose, well, yeah. Alright. Talking to myself. I've got to stop talking to myself. Alright, so now we need, what do we need? We need plastic, and we need, plastic, green circuits, and copper cable. Alright. And what do we need the ratios for these to be? We need 2 greens, 2 plastic, 4 cable. So the cable is going to come in on its own line. And then the greens and the plastic are going to come in on a separate line. So let's bring that over to there. And we'll do this to indicate that this is going to be our copper cable. And now we need copper cable production. Alright. And if we do this, it will, alright. keep that lined up? If we do it there, will that keep that lined up? Sure it will. And then we can always go back and fix that. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough. That should work. And then we'll take care of, we'll get that one out of the way. We'll take that out of the system because that will go there. And that will go there. Well, nope, it won't. It'll go up one more. There we go. Now I think we have another one on this side. Yep, there we go. Alright, there's our splitters. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Alright. We'll go up here and get some more inserters real quick. There's our inserters. Right. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and lay our belts. Oh, pole in the way. And there. For now, until we get our other poles in, and then we can just jump that back out. Figures. That's okay. There. That. That's that. There's our copper input. Don't stand on the belt. Alright, so all we need is we need ourselves some assembler 2s. What are we missing? We are missing green chips, basically. How about now? How many can we make? Now we're just missing. Yeah, we'll do it. Just, you know what? All right. There. How many can we make now? Oh, of course. Now we're missing copper. There's always something in it. That'll get us going. So now let's go down here and get our wood. And while that's baking, we may even have some poles down here. I don't think we do, but if we do, great. I do know we have wood. At the very least, we have wood. But I don't know that I don't know. Yeah, we do have poles. See? There we go. Let's just grab the poles. Let's grab the lights too, because we're going to want to put lights up there. All right. So let's get this hodgepodge mess working, and then we're going to call it an episode, I do believe. We got, you know, I think we accomplished a fair amount. We've got our red circuits going. We've got all of our, well, once we finish this, we'll have our red circuits going, and once we finish this, we have all of our flavors of inserter. So we have a, what am I getting? Man, oh, because of these, it's screwing up the works. All right, so let's take this one out, sugar. I didn't mean the factory, I meant the pole. See if this will clean up our, all right, fine. We'll have to go back later and clean up our wiring, our piss poor wiring job here. There we go. That makes it look better, right? Yeah, I just don't like the crisscross applesauce kind of thing. All right, so that's going to go into that, right? That's going to give us our cables for that. Might as well put in a pole, right? Might as well put in a pole there. And we need to finish up our poles up here, I guess. Oh, that one was probably there because of reasons. Okay, so those are in. Alright, is everybody done flashing now? Good. Alright, so let's do this. Right, so that's going to give us our green chips. Make sure it goes in both directions. This is going to be copper cable, so let's change this to copper cable. Beep, 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 you too. Alright, so there's copper cable. So now we need to tap off our copper. So we just go over here, and I think we're on our outside one anyway at this point. So there's that. And I'm gonna, yeah, well, you know what, dumbass. There we go. All right. Right, right. Goes there. And this comes all the way over here. And there, right? So now, grab ourselves some lights. There we go. Pretty lights. Alright, so now we got our green circuits coming in, we got our copper cable coming in. All we need now is plastic, right? So what we're going to do temporarily is we're going to put that down, and we're going to put that down, and I'm going to put a pole down. The reason I say this is because I know that all the way down here in this chest, I have a buttload of plastic that we can get started on. So let's make ourselves some room here, and let's grab up all this plastic that we got sitting down here doing nothing. Alright. Right. Put that up there. Put that there. That there. Move that up there for now. Now let's go up here and dump all of this plastic into this chest. Just to make sure it all works. Right? Right. There we go. Alright. Fine, we'll dump it into 2 chests. So there. You thought you had me. Alright, so now that is giving us, look, we got our first red circuit. Alright, so now we want red circuits to do 2 things. We're going to, like I said, start another belt. So 1, 2, 3. That should line right up with that one. Just about. Mostly. Alright, well, it didn't quite line up, but that's okay. So let's bring these out. Oops. Alright, good enough. Let's go get some belts. Boom. Alright, so now we need to bring in our red belts into there. So, alright, and we'll do it, let's do it right here. Oh, you know what? If we do it right here, oh, well, it's, never mind. I don't have to stick to 4. It's red now. I don't have to stick to 4. Oh, and of course I did. Look, nobody ever said I was smart. Least of all me. Alright. So almost did it again, didn't I? Get off the belt. Oops. Right, right. What did you guys not get? Oh, I didn't tell you what to do, did I? Now let's see what this does. Yep. Alright, so there we go. So now I just need to go down here. I didn't tell the rest of these guys to make red circuits. So there we go. That explains why they're sitting here doing nothing. Ta-da! Alrighty, folks, so there we go. I think that will do it for this episode, considering it's been just over an hour. But yeah, I think we got some good stuff accomplished. We got red circuits going, and we got all of our inserters going, all the flavors of inserters. So I think that is pretty good progress for an episode. So there we go. And like I say, in addition, we put in that recycling mod. We didn't use it much this episode, but in the future we may very well. I just wanted to show that to you real quick. So there you go. If you guys got any comments, by all means, drop them in the comment section. And like, subscribe, and all of that. And I will talk to you later. All right, bye.